The long-awaited clash between Merab Dvalishvili and Umar Nurmagomedov has finally come to a thrilling end, and the experts are already weighing in with their reactions. Here's a roundup of what the pros are saying about this highly charged clash.
Was it difficult to keep your emotions balanced after watching Umar's fight? Was it difficult?
Honestly, it was hard. I tried to warm up, but I still watching all fights, and of course, make me a little bit sad. But Umar looking good, Umar still young, still hungry, He have time because he still young. He makes some mistakes, in this fight, and Merab did his job very well, and they have close fight. Umar not take some damage. He landed good shots, but it's okay. He broke his arm also, and 100%, I think he will come back because he young, still hungry, and he's gonna be UFC champion one day, inshallah.
Merab Dvalishvili ended the undefeated run of Umar Nurmagomedov for his first bantamweight title defense on Saturday at UFC 311. Ilya Topuria reacted on the fight. "Merab, my brother, what a fighter you are. You make us feel so proud. This is what happens when Dagestani wrestling meets Georgian wrestling," MMA wrote on X. "I cannot believe Merab Dvalishvili. He just broke and clearly beat Umar Nurmagomedov in front of Khabib in those last 3 rounds. Merab 48-47 Khabib's terrible corner work the whole fight didn't help Umar at all, screaming and raging non-stop." Rampage Jackson wrote, "Merab doing too much." Justin Gaethje wrote, "That man is a machine, no doubt about it." Khabib Nurmagomedov gives his cousin Umar encouragement after his first career loss at UFC 311. Peter Yan reacted, "Congratulations, machine Merab Dvalishvili, that was impressive. Can't wait to run it back with you." Arman Sarukian wrote, "Congrats to Merab Dvalishvili. Today you dance alone, but soon I'll be joining you." Matthew Wells wrote, "Merab may be having fun in there, but he's having fun while losing this fight. Pack in the taunts and focus on keeping that title." Dave Meltzer wrote, "Merab got 3 takedowns. His stamina is unreal, but he showboated way too much. 29-28 Nurmagomedov after 3 rounds. Chuck Mindenhall wrote, "Merab is the blood-dimmed tide. It's incredible to see every time." 5 Simon Samano wrote, "Merab and Umar are giving us the greatest wrestling match in UFC history."
Before this highly anticipated fight, experts were split on who would come out on top. Some leaned towards Merab's experience and power, while others placed their bets on Umar's agility and strategic approach. Experts like Corey Sandhagen were quick to analyze how the fight between Umar Nurmagomedov and Merab Dvalishvili would unfold. Sandhagen emphasized that Merab might struggle to find a way to victory, particularly in striking exchanges, where Umar was seen as having a distinct advantage. He pointed out that unlike his previous opponents, Merab wouldn't be able to take Umar down and control him with the same success.
Umar Merab, the bantamweight title fight next month. What do you make of that fight? You've been in there with Umar. Do you think Umar will win? Because he's, I believe, the betting favorite going in there.
Yeah, I think that Umar probably will win. I just can't really see a path for Merab to win. I don't think that he's going to be able to strike with him. But I also don't think that he'll be able to take him down and control time him.
Sandhagen also praised Umar's striking ability, specifically his speed and unpredictability with kicks, which he believes make him a formidable opponent in the stand-up game. Sandhagen suggested that Umar's ability to keep the fight on the feet while defending Merab's takedown attempts would give him the chance to shine and possibly take control of the bout.
I think that Umar is likely going to defend a lot of those shots, keep it in the striking realm, and then just kind of... Umar's a sniper, man. People don't really realize how fast that guy is and how good he is and how his kicks come out of nowhere. And fighting a guy like Merab will be a good opportunity for him to show off a little bit.
Khabib Nurmagomedov, former lightweight champion and cousin of Umar, firmly believed that Umar would silence all critics and secure a dominant victory over Merab Dvalishvili. Khabib was confident that Umar's sharp skills and mental toughness would shine through, proving his place at the top. For Khabib, this clash was about more than just a win. It was a chance for Umar to cement his legacy and expose the flaws in Merab's game.
About Umar gift, Umar is 18-0 and he's 6 win streak in UFC. and they give him very tough opponent last fight, 5-round main event versus Corey Sandhagen. I think Umar deserved, and I don't know why Merab nervous, but I think Umar deserved. Umar here not because he is my cousin. Umar wanna create his legacy. He will show 18 November, January. He will show why Merab nervous.
Despite Merab Dvalishvili's dominant performance at UFC 306, Umar was highly favored by experts and fighters alike ahead of the fight. Bilal Muhammad, a respected fighter himself, expressed confidence in Umar, emphasizing that his well-rounded skills would make him a tough challenge for Merab Dvalishvili. He mentioned, "I think people are going to realize how good Umar is. He's so technical everywhere, grappling, striking, cardio. He's well-rounded and hard to beat." Bilal also acknowledged the strengths of Merab Dvalishvili, emphasizing his heart and relentless cardio. However, he noted that it would still be a tough challenge for Merab. Merab has heart and cardio for days, but facing someone like Umar is a different level, Bilal remarked. Aljamain Sterling, a professional mixed martial artist and close friend of Merab Dvalishvili, predicted that Merab would emerge victorious. However, he also expressed concerns over the rushed nature of the fight, which was being arranged on just 6 weeks' notice. Sterling emphasized that such short preparation time, particularly for a reigning champion like Merab, was unfair. He believed that this timeline undermined the hard work that had brought Merab to the top.
I mean, let's be honest, this fight's being made on six weeks notice, I think, or maybe 6.5 for a title fight. I mean, I understand having to do that if you're a challenger, but as a champion, you shouldn't be relegated to those type of stipulations. It's just not right. Then it leaves a bad taste in your mouth as in, why did I work so hard to get to this position to call the shots, or some of the shots, and you're not even getting a fair shake in it.
Despite these concerns, Sterling remained confident that Merab would rise to the occasion, defend his undefeated record, and deliver a strong performance.
Hopefully we go out there, knock on wood, Merab does his thing, he takes his O, puts on a great performance, and we can move on from this and on to the next.
Luke Rockhold, the former UFC middleweight champion, expressed strong belief that Umar Nurmagomedov would secure the bantamweight title at UFC 311. Rockhold recognized Merab Dvalishvili's toughness, but he was certain that Umar's skills would outshine his opponents, making him the superior fighter in every aspect.
This is a tough matchup. Merab's just he's a tricky, tough, hard-nosed dude, so it's like he's got to work around him. He's got to he can outstrike him, and he can not get out wrestled. I think that's where Umar can win. Umar can beat him everywhere, really. He can outstrike him, and then Merab can shoot in. Umar can counter him and get to his back.
Rockhold emphasized that Umar excelled in striking, grappling, and overall fight IQ. While Merab's relentless pressure and cardio could present obstacles, Rockhold saw Umar's comprehensive skill set as the decisive factor. He anticipated that Merab would grow frustrated, trying to close the distance, and would resort to takedown attempts. However, Umar's ability to counter would allow him to maintain control and eventually take charge of the fight.
Yeah, honestly, like when you look at it, just like think about it, you're like, oh, it's a tough matchup for Umar. But then you start really looking at it, and you're like, wait, he's going to outstrike Merab, and then Merab's going to get frustrated. He's going to shoot in. Umar's going to counter him. He's probably going to get to a dominant position, and it's going to go back up. I don't see it like that fight going any other way.
Much like other analysts and fighters, Henry Cejudo had also predicted that Umar was the future bantamweight champion. Cejudo, a two-division champion, had praised Umar multiple times, calling him the best in the 135-pound division. During his appearance on the Pound for Pound podcast, Cejudo reiterated his belief that Umar would not only claim the belt, but also defend it multiple times. The excitement surrounding Umar's potential had been palpable, with fans and experts considering him a major threat to anyone in the division after his continued dominance in the cage.
Umar, you are a stud, man. Congratulations. I think you're on your way to do some amazing things, and I do believe that you will become champion and you will defend it as many times as you decide to, because I think I personally feel like you're just that good, man. And I think you are a problem for either one that's going to win this fight.
Many experts and odds makers favored Umar as the next bantamweight title holder, but Chael Sonnen firmly believed that they were seriously underestimating Merab Dvalishvili. Sonnen noted that Merab's friendly personality and dance moves had led many to believe he wasn't fully serious about his fighting career. However, Sonnen warned that this perception missed the true nature of Merab's character and fighting mentality.
Merab's not playing around. People keep thinking Merab's playing around, or they think that Merab's silly, and I just don't know where it came from. I don't know. I don't know if he's looked like a nice guy to somebody, personality or if they think the dance is cute. I have no idea. There is nothing about the way Merab fights or trains where he's playing around. And he is one of those guys. He's a competitor first. You can take the money and you can take the fame. You can shove it up your ass. He's a competitor first. There's some guys you don't play with. Merab is one of them guys.
Ode Osborne offered a unique take, rooted in his close friendship with Merab. He explained, "It's a biased opinion because Merab and I are good friends, so I'm going to say Merab. I think Merab will win through relentless pressure." Ode went on to break down how Merab's strategy could wear Umar Nurmagomedov down, saying Merab's plan will be to keep going, taking him down, standing up, and doing it over and over again. He might not always get the takedowns, but it's about tiring out Umar with constant attempts. Merab has that third lung. He can keep going.
Not to say that Merab will get the takedowns because it's Merab. He doesn't always get the takedowns. He'll shoot 17 times and get 3 takedowns, but that's the point. The point is to shoot 17 times to wilt you and make you tired. So I think that'll play a factor because Merab has like a third lung.
Before the fight, mighty Demetrius Johnson shared a thoughtful take on the matchup, highlighting his uncertainty about the outcome. He mentioned that if Umar managed to keep the fight standing and outwork Merab on the feet, he would likely have the upper hand. However, Johnson also noted that if Merab could implement his relentless style and push the pace, he might be able to get the fight to the ground. From there, Johnson believed Merab could pass the guard and possibly work towards a submission victory.
I am not going to give a final prediction on this one because I don't know who's going to win this fight, but I will say this: if Umar can keep the fight on the feet and keep Merab guessing, you go with Umar. If Merab can be the machine that he is and push the pace against Umar Nurmagomedov and get the fight to the ground and pass his guard and look to submit, then I think you're better off going with Merab.
So the highly anticipated showdown has finally taken place. Did this fight meet your expectations? We'd love to hear your thoughts. Drop your comments below and don't forget to subscribe for more updates on all the latest MMA action.